Okay, I hope you guys are ready because I'm not sure if I am. Hallo mijn studenten, it's your favorite Dutchie with an American accent. Today we are here with some swear words. I have so many students asking me about swear words, and not just students, also just like people that I meet when I'm traveling or like in other countries, which I guess I am because I'm in Bali. And the first thing that people usually want to know is swear words. So here we are, we're doing a video now, that's what's happening. So I'm gonna tell you a bit about the swear word culture in the Netherlands. After that, I want to talk about swear words that did not make the list for me and why. And then we're gonna proceed to my top 5 favorite swear words. Let's talk about swear word culture. Swear words in the Netherlands are pretty commonly used in daily life. Parents would not be in the habit of trying to prevent swearing around kids. I think in the Netherlands we just accept it as part of our daily lexicon. Obviously you would not want to call your mom a bitch. That's something that's definitely going too far. But swearing is pretty common. Around the kids, parents would commonly say shit or fuck, especially when something goes wrong. We use a lot of English swear words as well as Dutch swear words too. Shit and fuck are pretty common to say in the Netherlands. Also, when you go on your phone and your language settings are on Dutch and you start typing fuck or shit or any common Dutch swear words, it will come up in the suggestions. Whereas in English, swear words aren't part of the dictionary when you are typing on your phone. So the Dutch are a lot more chill around swear words, it's just normal daily language to us. So as I said, in the Netherlands, we do use a few English swear words. It's normal for us to say fuck, although we do Dutchify the pronunciation sometimes a little bit. Some Dutch people say fuck, which is the U is pronounced as Some people say fok. I've heard people say fok before, so I don't know where that came from. Shit is also commonly used. Now let's talk about some swear words that did not make the list for me. And these are words that are commonly used by people that are not very sophisticated, I guess. I highly associate these words with people who are unsophisticated, rude, not very social, uneducated, those types of people. So most of these words are disease related. In the Netherlands, there is this very unfortunate habit to swear with diseases. So it's very common for Dutch people to say kanker, which means cancer, or sometimes they would say tering. Tering is another disease that is not really present anymore in the Netherlands, but it means consumption. So they would combine these words. Sometimes they would just go kanker, shit or something. But quite often they'd make sentences with these words. So they would say something like kankerleier, which means cancer sufferer. Someone suffering from cancer, that's a swear word. Or the same with tering, they can say teringleier, which means a consumption sufferer. Or they could say something like krijg de kanker, get cancer, I hope you get cancer. Krijg de tering, also very similar. Or they'd even put it in front of another word. For example, kankerhoer, which means cancer whore. I know, I'm really uncomfortable talking about these things because I'm not proud at all of this part of the Dutch language. A lot of people do take it quite seriously, and there's people who have really emotional reactions, and people who have lost family members to cancer, for example, that can react really emotionally to these words. From their side, they use these words, they say independently of actual cancer, independently of the disease. So for them, they don't use it as a method to remind you of your family member that you've lost to cancer. But yeah, it's still a debate in the Netherlands. And the thing is just, I really feel a lot of people who use these words are very rude, uneducated. I'm looking for the right word for it, but I can't really find it in English. But they're rude, uneducated, usually also quite sexist. The people who have said kanker, who are to me, I really would not like to see them ever again. So I would not recommend using these words if you want to blend in with the Dutch. Also, another word that I would not add to the list is Mongol. Mongol means like Mongol, like someone coming from Mongolia. And it just means like someone who is an idiot, but it actually just relates to people who have Down syndrome. And it's just really uncomfortable that people are still using words like this. Also, some Dutch people swear by calling someone autistic or an autist, which is really not okay to me, even though I used to do it in the past too. Luckily, I have gained a lot more wisdom since I was young and since I was in the wrong crowds and everything. Also, another few swear words that I really would not want to add to the list are flikker, which means basically fag, like it's a swear word for someone who is gay. Homo is also used quite often. And then also there's pot. Pot means jar, but it also is a slur for a lesbian. So I would really not want to add these words to the list. They make me feel super uncomfortable, not just because I think they're not politically correct or whatever, but also mostly because there's a certain type of people who uses these swear words, and these people are usually not the most social, they're not the most aware, they're not the most progressive, and I would not want to associate with those people at all. All right, so let's get to my top 5. Number 5 is Jezus Christus. It just means Jesus Christ. I love saying Jesus Christus. Even in English, I'll go Jesus Christ. Number 4 is klootzak. I would say translating it to English, it would be closest to asshole in how we use it. But klootzak, technically kloten means balls and zak means bag or sack. So it means like ball sack. It's not what we would use to actually refer to some guy's actual ball sack, but it's, I don't know, it has to do with sports, I think. But yeah, klootzak. Number 3 is a word that's used a lot. It's kut. Kut literally translates to cunt. And I hate it when people use the word cunt. I used to live in Australia and cunt was used a lot. Cunt has more of like a feeling of like dick, but then for women in Australia at least. But in the Netherlands, kut doesn't really mean that. It is more like shit or fucking. So we can use it as like an amplifier, like, ugh, good weer, fucking weather. You know, Dutch people, we complain about the weather a lot, right? So we could say, ugh, good weer. I mean, I'm in Bali, I can't complain. It's really nice weather today. So kut is more like, I would say it's more like shit or shitty. It's a little bit of an amplifier. So that's how I would say we would use kut. It doesn't really have to do with cunt at all. Number 2 is godverdomme. Godverdomme is definitely one of my favorite swear words. Godverdomme would translate to God damn it, but word for word it actually translates to God damn me. Godverdomme is something that you can say with a lot of passion. You can say it with like the northern G, so you could say godverdomme too with the but I'm from the south, so I tend to say godverdomme more. And you use it very much in the same way as you would say damn it in English. And then finally, number 1 would be a combination of a few swear words, and I just love saying it. It's godverdomme kutzooi. So we have 2 words that we've already learned, godverdomme and kut. And then finally, zooi just means mess. So it's when you're complaining about, I don't know, the situation that you're in at the moment, like, and when everything sucks, you go, godverdomme kutzooi. And it's one of the few Dutch words that I would actually still comfortably use in my daily life, because right now I live in Bali, so like most of my life is either in English or I speak a little bit Indonesian, and I only really speak Dutch to my students or when I call my best friend in the Netherlands. And that's it. So I don't use a lot of Dutch in my daily life, except for when a moment calls for godverdomme kutzooi, and then my Dutch is back. Okay, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorite swear words are, if Dutch is your favorite language to swear in, or if there's any other languages that are better. Let me know if you have other favorite swear words. I love the Italian cazzo. I love the Polish kurwa. There's a lot of good swear words out there in the world. And don't forget to let me know if you have any questions, feelings, or existential crises. Goed gedaan en tot ziens. Doei! I think another reason that Dutch people are more okay with most of the swear words is when we think of the swear words, there are just a lot of swear words that have to do with sex. So, what I always think is like, what's wrong with fucking? Fucking is really good for you. It's really good for your health. In fact, just go and fuck someone right now. Consensually. It's really good for you. And if not, go fuck yourself. Also great.